Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Sunday School. I am Miss Jessica.
I am Gabe.
And we're ready to do our joy song.
Absolutely.
Gabe, are you alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic?
I am alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic.
I wonder if these guys are that, because we're about to find out. Now, we're going to stay seated. You can stay seated too, or you can stand up, because we are going to move a little bit with this one. We're going to talk, we're going to say alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. You're just going to go crazy, okay? And we're going to sing it through 3 times, going just a little faster each time. So we'll see. Maybe Gabe can keep up like Miss Bonnie did last week.
Whoa.
We'll see if he's up to the challenge. All right?
All right.
Let's get ready. Arms up. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. I'm alive, alert, awake. I'm awake, alert, alive. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. Okay, you think you can go faster?
I can.
I bet you can. All right, here we go. Ready? I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. I'm alive, alert, awake. I'm awake, alert, alive. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. Okay, one more time. Fast as possible. Don't forget, if your moms and dads are doing this with you, turn on that camera. Let's record it, okay? All right, ready? Okay. Take a deep breath in. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. I'm alive, alert, awake. I'm awake, alert, alive. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. Woo! Wake up. Good morning. All right. Now, how about, let's take things down a little bit. Let's take us a deep breath. Mr. Gabe, would you mind grabbing our Sacred Circle supplies?
Wonderful.
We're going to put those on the table here. Maybe calm your giggles, take some breaths, catch your breath. Sometimes I get a little out of breath getting silly like that. And first, Gabe here is going to ring out our beautiful chime. And as he rings the chime, let's all take a deep breath together. We're going to center ourselves right here, bringing our hearts in right now together in this space, because even though we're not here physically, our spirits are not separated. Oh, and now we will light our Christ candle. Mr. Gabe, why do we light this Christ candle?
It symbolizes the Christ within all of us, within you, within me, within all of us. And it shows that shimmering, bright essence of light that our way shower, Jesus Christ, showed us that we all possess, that inner Christ light and that inner divinity.
Oh, I love that so much, to know that that light that burned in our way shower all those years ago is still, it's burning in us right now.
Ooh.
It's within every single one of us.
Yes.
Now, next, let's do our namaste. Remember, our namaste is where we either pick a 12 power or we pick something just special to us that we're bringing with us to contribute to our Sunday school this morning. And we say namaste because that means the light in me greets the Christ in you. The Christ in me greets the Christ in you. Mm-hmm. So namaste, friends. My name is Jessica, and today I bring peace.
Namaste, Jessica. You bring peace.
Oh, yes. Oh, I love that. How about you, Gabe?
Namaste. My name is Gabe, and I bring, you know what I need today? I need some order.
Ooh,
order is good. That's one of the 12 powers that does not jump to the front of my tongue and is not one that I always remember, but I'll tell you what, it's a real good one. And when I remember it, it's like, ooh, yeah, that's right.
So important.
It's really important. And some days when you got to focus on, ooh, that feels good to get those things done, cross those items off that list.
That does feel
accountable.
Good.
Oh, I love it.
So, namaste, Gabe.
Namaste.
You are order. Absolutely. Please share in the comments or send us a little video of you saying your namaste and what you're bringing with you today. Now, last but not least, we are going to do our prayer for protection. So everybody warm your hands up, warm them up, get that energy really flowing. Oh, I like to start my hands right here at my heart. And I say, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And all is well. And all God's beloved said, Amen. And so it is. Okay, so now we are actually going to jump into our lesson and our discussion. But first, we're going to watch a video. We're talking about the power of imagination today, particularly. But we're also talking about this amazing woman, Maya Angelou. And we also want to make sure we bring in and think about, while we're watching this video, think about imagination, and then think about our third principle. I create my experiences by what I choose to think and what I feel and believe. And so while you're watching this story about Maya Angelou, I want you to think about how that principle applies and how maybe imagination comes into play.
Today's Read Aloud is about Maya Angelou, who had one of the most memorable voices in American culture. Little People, Big Dreams, Maya Angelou. Written by Elizabeth Kaiser. Marguerite was born in the city of St. Louis. Her brother called her Maya. When Maya was 4, she and her brother were sent to live with their grandmother in Stamps, Arkansas. Growing up in the South, Maya was treated unfairly because of the color of her skin and because she was a girl. The world outside was very cruel. Home was hard too. When Maya was 8, her mother's boyfriend attacked her. Maya was so upset she stopped talking. A friend of her grandmother's, named Mrs. Flowers, noticed that Maya was afraid to use her voice. Mrs. Flowers showed Maya all kinds of wonderful books and how the words come alive when you read them out loud. Maya found her voice again in the stories and poems of great writers. She loved words so much she read every book in the library. Even though Maya was a great student, she was told that she couldn't get a job because of the color of her skin. But she had pride and hope. She thought, there's nothing I can't be. And she was right. She was a cook and a streetcar conductor. She was a dancer, a singer, and an actress. She traveled the world and learned to speak a lot of languages. At home in America, she worked to help all people get treated equally. It wasn't until Maya was all grown up that she decided she wanted to be a writer. So she began writing a book about her life. She told the story of a little girl who struggled through hard times but didn't give up. People all around the world were moved by her powerful story and her beautiful words. Maya became a famous writer, teacher, and speaker, inspiring everyone with her belief that you can be anything you want to be. On the day Bill Clinton became president, Maya read a poem. She had once been a little girl who was afraid to use her voice. Now she was speaking to the entire country about her favorite thing: hope.
Wow. That was such an incredible video, wasn't it?
I think so. Maya Angelou really was a very captivating, interesting person, and she just was able to take that power of manifestation and that power of imagination and really did amazing things, not just for herself, but for the whole world.
Absolutely. And one of my favorite words in the whole world is one that you just used: manifestation. Mm-hmm. That is such a cool word. It's a big word that means using your powers to make your reality happen, to bring what you want into the world, to make it real. And that's what Maya did, because, the video says her childhood was a little rough. She didn't have the greatest start, right?
Yeah.
She didn't even talk for a while. But what did she go on to do? She
uses her power of imagination and really goes from really being hurt and I think being really stuck. And she comes out of that. She uses her ability to imagine and her enthusiasm and her mind, her soul, her spirit. She took those things and she was able to physically manifest it in a way where she was able to figure out what are things, or what is something I would like to do. And she just never stopped once she started going. And it's just really cool that as we found out, she didn't even start writing and publishing books until she was in her 40s.
Right.
So it just shows you it is never too late. And when you set your mind to something, there is no limitation.
So when she was this little girl, or this teenager even, growing up, I think to myself, what did Maya imagine her life would be like when she grew up? And she had to have used and accessed that power of being able to envision and see with her mind's eye her world becoming what she wanted it to become, instead of being a closed off, sad, and not strong person. She said, I see myself as strong, as showing who I am to the world in a powerful way. And then boom, her reality started to become real right here, as she went from, I think, being like an elevator operator or some other jobs where she was just practicing different things, and then eventually performing in front of people, which, boy, I know I've done that before, and that can be really, really nerve-wracking.
Yeah, once she got going, she really just kept moving on to the next thing and on to the next thing. And one thing that I think is important, well, some things that I think are really important that Jessica and I have been discussing is the tools of getting those things moving, of getting these powers moving, because if it's all just potential, it's a lot of stored up energy. But finding a way for that to get out, whether it's vision boarding, writing it down, saying it out loud, and I don't want to discount imagining and dreaming in your head, because that really is the most important part of it. That's where it starts.
Absolutely. We have to dream it before it can become anything. But a lot of times when we just think it inside our head and we just keep it inside of us, it's there and we're thinking of it, but we want to get it out in the world. So that's why we sometimes want to say it out loud. So you want to say to somebody who's going to support your dream and support you and say, this is what I see for myself. And then I love vision boards. Guys, we've made vision boards before, right? And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be imagining our future. It can be your future for when you're a grown-up. It can just be your future to the end of the school year, to the end of 2022. This is up to you. You decide, how are you going to vision? How far forward are you going to vision? We're going to put together and make some awesome vision boards so that we can create real, tangible, which means something we can hold in our hands, images of our dreams, so we can make them come true by looking at them and activating our other powers, like enthusiasm and will. Man, will is a big one, because that's the one that says, okay, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do something about it. And we're going to activate all of these powers, but it starts with imagination. So for this next part, when we do our vision boards, you can either get some scissors, glue, magazines, and paper. If you have all of that at your house, feel free, gather it up, get ready. If you don't, piece of paper and a pencil or a marker or a crayon is all you need to get your vision on paper. So let's get ready to craft. All right, Gabe, do you know what time it is?
I do know what time it is. It's not tool time.
It's not tool time, it's craft time.
Cool.
I love making crafts.
Yeah.
All right, and so today, like we were talking about, we're using the power of our imagination and the power of our thoughts and our beliefs, and we are putting those thoughts and those words and everything on vision boards. Here is a beautiful vision board written and created by our own Reverend Myra. Now, I can see that Reverend Myra didn't put pictures from a magazine. She actually put pictures of herself on here, things from her past. And then there's a lot of cut out words and then written words as well. So I like this example of how a vision board can be, because a lot of times we think of them as only being just the magazine cutouts. It doesn't have to be that way. However, that is a fun way to do it. So if you have magazines and scissors and glue at your house, you can do exactly what Mr. Gabe is doing. Gabe, show us what you're up to over here.
So I'm taking some magazines and some other publications and finding pictures where I can, and just sort of creating a slice and slide. I just made up that phrase, never heard it before. Collage. And as you see, we've got one Tay-Tay Taylor Swift here on my collage. I'm not the biggest, I love Taylor Swift's album 1989, but I'm not a huge fan all around. But she's dancing in this picture. She looks like she's having a great time, like she's being herself. She's wearing some sort of get up that's very Taylor Swifty. And
very colorful.
I'm all about it. So she's just being herself, and that's what I think is cool. She loves music. She's dancing around.
And that's what you want to do with your life, is just be yourself and be authentically Gabe.
That's correct.
Just like Tay-Tay is authentically Tay-Tay.
Absolutely. So I'm going to look for some more pictures and see what I can find. And I don't have a set idea of exactly what I want, but I know that when I see something that engages something, I'm like, yeah, that's either something that I have in my life, that's something I already possess, or it's something that I want to maybe seek out a little bit more. Like this family is walking around in the woods and they're outside around nature.
Ooh.
I love being outside in nature, but my fiance, Brandy, she loves it even more than I do. And this year, I want to spend more time being outdoors with her and with my family, anyone. So I just want to spend more outdoor time this year. So I'm going to put that on my vision board.
Oh man, I love that, Gabe, because I also really, really love nature. I especially love just being in the forest. And here in Missouri where we're at, we're surrounded by forest. Even though I don't live out in the country, I can just walk down the street from my house and I'm in the forest. And so I am going to use that as my inspiration for how I'm starting, because I'm not going to use magazines. I don't have magazines, so I'm going to just draw on my vision board. And I'm thinking specifically about this year, the year 2022. So I wrote that big in the middle of my vision board. And then when Gabe was talking about the forest, that immediately made me want to draw something about a forest, because that is something that I need to do way more often this year, is visit my tree friends. Did you know I have tree friends?
I do now.
You do now, because I do. Down in the forest next to my house, there's this beautiful little waterfall and stream that flows right by the trees. And I need to spend some more time there. So I'm starting my vision board with just this gorgeous image of a tree next to a river.
Love it.
But that's not all I'm going to put on here, because there's a lot more things that I want to do with my life this year. I want to bring love, much more love. I want so much love that it is just spilling out, flowing over, and anybody who walks near me can't be near me without getting in that energy field of love.
Oh no, it's too much love.
Gabe. Oh, what else are you putting on yours, Gabe?
I don't play soccer, but this guy's doing some physical activity outside. So I wish there was a picture of someone like hitting the bench press or going for a nice walk, but I'm not finding that. So I think we might have to go with soccer dude.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, because soccer is a way of exercising, and so it sounds like you're trying to envision yourself exercising more this year. Is that right?
I would say just keeping it going at the rate that I normally do. But yes, actually, you know what? I kind of hit the brakes on exercising this fall and this winter, and I do need to get back to my routine. I kind of got out of my routine.
Routines can be really important, can't they?
Yeah, you're right, Jessica. I do actually need to get into a better exercise routine. I guess I hadn't even thought of that, but yeah, I do. It's good. See, vision boarding.
And when you vision board with a friend, or maybe you're vision boarding with your brother or your sister or your mom or your dad or aunt or uncle, grandma, grandpa, I don't know, whoever's with you, like talk about it, discuss it, because it's so much more fun when you say it out loud too. It brings more power to it. So I've added to mine now, I added my heart for love. Then I wrote the word health, because that's something I want to put a focus on in my life this year, is being more healthy. And that's more than just eating healthy for me. I also want to do more meditation and more yoga, because I want to be healthy in my mind as well as in my body.
Yeah.
And then I drew a little money guy.
Yeah, love it.
Money guy, because I think prosperity is something I am drawing into my life. Prosperity just means knowing that you have everything that you need. And I know that I have everything I need. Do you know why?
Because you're money making, super disco breaking.
Exactly.
Love it.
Also, because I know that I have source on my side.
That's correct.
Do you know what source is, guys? If you know what source is, put it in the comments. Source is God. Source is that power. All of these powers, this force in the world that we call God.
And it's unlimited.
There's no limit. Just like when you go to Cece's and you can eat as much pizza as you want, you can grab as much as you need from Source. Source is never going to run out. It's got more than enough for everybody on earth. And so that's something I'm going to remember too. Source is unlimited. I'm going to write that word really big. Unlimited. Because I am living without limits this year. I cannot wait, Mr. Gabe, to see how everybody's vision boards turn out. I can't wait to see how yours turns out either. So once you finish yours, here's what mine's looking like so far. When I finish mine completely, I'll put a picture of it up on the Facebook page, and we'll put Gabe's up too. If you'll send us in pictures of yours, I'd love to share them. I think everybody can share your vision with you and affirm with you that your dreams for the year or for your life are coming true. Just like Maya Angelou. So guys, it's been wonderful being with you here today. We're so happy to be a part of your Sunday morning and to have you here with us. We miss you so much. We love you so much, and we cannot wait to see you again.
Cowabunga.